a complete redrawing of the congressional map ahead of next year?
Just a very simple redrawing. We pick up 5 seats.
Redistricting only comes up every 10 years when states have to adjust their congressional maps after the U.S. Census every decade. But because Republicans have such a slim majority in both the House and Senate, they're starting to look at the maps that they could start to adjust to see if there's any seats they could possibly pick up to make sure that they could defend their GOP trifecta here in Washington.
Nobody's had a more successful period of time than we have.
Right now, Trump enjoys this trifecta where he controls the House and the Senate, so he really has no roadblocks to his agenda at all. But if the House is flipped next November and Democrats have control of the House, it really is putting him in this lame duck position for the last 2 years of his presidency, and a lot of his agenda won't be able to go through. So they're kind of reaching for any strategy that they can to make sure that they can keep pushing through their agenda and their policy items.
How many more seats do you want the Republicans to draw?
5.
You're seeing President Trump not only say we should do this, but saying we're going to pick up seats, we're going to pick up this many seats, and really directing and pressuring these state lawmakers to change the map. It really brings up a lot of questions about whether that's politically strategic, whether that's even legal.
And there could be some other states. We're going to get another 3 or 4 or 5 in addition. Texas would be the biggest one, and that'll be 5.
This is a voter suppression effort.
Democrats are taking kind of an interesting position that is the opposite of what they've been saying for years. And basically what they're saying is game on.
This fight is about more than the midterms, more than this map.
This is an effort to take away voices.
California Governor Gavin Newsom was the first to say, two can play at this game. If you're going to change the maps in Texas, we're going to change the maps in California. You have Hakeem Jeffries, who's the top Democrat in the House, who's trying to suggest that he might even change the maps in New York.
We just want fair maps across the country.
There are a couple other states who are saying that they might do so. So it seems like both parties are now going full steam ahead on looking at any state they can to change the maps in the middle of the decade, which is a little bit unprecedented on such a large scale. Officially, it's known as redistricting, but the way that they're kind of handling it or even publicizing it, the better word might be gerrymandering. Usually they try to use it, fluff it up with the term known as redistricting to make it seem more neutral. But now it seems like they're actually using it as a total political strategy and kind of putting out gerrymandering out in the open to say we are going to adjust these maps to benefit us and we're going to do it to give us leverage, which is basically the definition of gerrymandering. So what we're going to see first is likely going to be in Texas. They're meeting for an emergency session this week. That's probably going to set the stage for what Democrats are going to do. Their conversations are mostly behind the scenes, behind closed doors for right now. But depending on what Republicans in Texas do, whether they do anything, that'll really determine whether Democrats will retaliate and whether we are going to see a major shakeup before the November midterms.